Greetings, folks, and welcome to today's show. Our subject today is a re-entry program, they call it, in the Coffee County Jail that teaches inmates a skill so that and it provides additional services for them to try to equip them when their term is up in the jail to get out into the workplace and become tax-paying and contributing members. And also that's hopefully going to make a sizable impact in people who wind up coming back into jail, the recidivism, so to call. So what we're talking about today is part of a 3-county program, and our guests today are Ms. Christine Hopkins, who is
thank you.
She is the director, I guess, is that a good?
Executive director
of the 3-county program, and next to her is Dr. Warren Laux, who is the director of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. Did I get that about right?
Yes, sir.
In McMinnville. That's part of the technology system that we have, school system that we have scattered around the state. And then third is Ms. Christine Laux. Christine.
Donna Baker.
I got to get there. What happened to her? Christine, I'm sorry. At the end is Donna Baker, who is the head of the Coffee County program itself. And so we'll be addressing that. So, and also before we get into the program itself, I wanted to put this in a perspective for you that there's a lot of concern, including mine, I've done it 2 or 3 times on the show, that we have just entirely too many people in prison to start with. The system, our justice system, is broken in that regard. And a big part of that is the three times and you're out program that the federal and state started years ago. And so we wind up with 5% of the world's population and 25% of the world's prisoners. That's hardly something we need to be proud of. It's a horrible human waste and also a very, very commercial, very, very expensive operation. It costs on the average about $35,000 a year to keep a prisoner, and we can educate folks for a whole lot less than that and have the money well spent. So with that, let's take a short commercial break, and then we'll find out about our program.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Almacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
organization now.
We're back, folks, and we're talking today about the Mid-Tennessee Rural Reentry Program, which is kind of a mouthful for a program that is training inmates in the jail to re-enter, if you will, society and become a productive member. And all of our guests today are involved in that effort. I'd like to begin with Ms. Christine Hopkins, who is the director of the 3-county program that we will be talking about. Tell us about your grant program and really what the purpose and the overall setup is.
Well, Middle Tennessee Rural Reentry actually started in Franklin County at the recommendation of Sheriff Tim Fuller. It was at that time named Franklin County Community Reentry, and at that time we were also an entity of the Sheriff's Department. We started with 2 people. The purpose and the mission of the program at that time was to mainly reduce the recidivism of Franklin County Jail and at the same time return productive citizens to society.
When you say your purpose is to reduce it, tell folks what you were trying to reduce.
Well, in Franklin County, as well as Coffee County and Warren County that we currently are as well, it's running somewhere around 80% recidivism. That means 8 out of every 10 individuals are going to come back to jail.
Wind up back in the jail.
And some of them will eventually even go on to prison, depending on the charge. And that the average number of times that occurs is from 6 to 7. We've had individuals as high as 25 years old with 25 different arrests that they have been in and out of the jail. Our goal, again, is to reduce that. What we have found, we're running approximately 35 cents, 35%. That's a major difference from 80% if they go through programming. That alone is a reason enough to offer programming.
Sure.
What we found and what Sheriff Tim Fuller, when we wrote the original grant to secure this program, we were the first rural reentry program in Tennessee. They were programs in Knoxville and Memphis and Nashville and Chattanooga, but they were not in the rural areas. But what we found, it is not enough to lock them up and throw away the key. Because when you're doing that, certainly it's not teaching anything, let alone a skill. And there's an old saying, if you give the man a fish, you feed him for a meal. If you teach him to fish, you feed him for a lifetime.
Right.
So the 2 philosophies of locking them up and throwing away the key is not the answer. But what we both believed when we started this program is if you use your time wisely, and while you have them incarcerated, why not use that time wisely and try to teach them a skill, or at least teach them how they can go out and go to work and become productive citizens. And that's kind of how we started. We started with like $95,000, 2 staff, 2 full-time staff, 1 part-time. And then we just kept growing and growing, and in 2011 we were able to secure one of 7 technology grants in the nation that was awarded by Second Chance Act.
Second Chance Act.
Second Chance Act. And at that same time we also secured, we were approved for a co-occurring grant, and we'll go into details later on that. That grant was good for 2 years. Well, the day government shut down October the 1st of 2013, a lot of employees went home. We received that grant again. So we feel very fortunate in these 3 counties to be able to utilize those dollars by the Second Chance Act. It is 100% federal funded. And I will later get on the show talk about the reimbursement of the dollars, because there is a major reimbursement by placing people in jobs versus them being incarcerated.
Well, I remember seeing a number in which you had calculated what the return was. That you want to go ahead and mention that.
Well, we did after 4 years, we did a complete study, and it's time to do it again to get the exact cost. But at that time, based on the dollars spent, in comparison to the number of people that we had placed in jobs, even at their first year earnings, not including any promotions, the wages they had earned, when you add that to the cost of them being incarcerated, it was like a 15-to-1 reinvestment.
Okay.
And that is huge.
It is.
Of course, reentry itself is not, it's about cost savings, major cost savings, plus saving lives and breaking cycles.
You know, and I wonder, you mentioned you have a federal grant, and a lot of programs we seem to rely on the federal government. But it sounds to me like all of us locally, you know, that if we needed to, that your program is paying for itself by reducing the cost of running jails and using some of that money to put people back into work.
Yes.
So, okay. What's your, you were talking, you're dubbed it coming from the Second Chance Act. Well, how long, tell us again, I think you mentioned, how long have you, when did you start this?
We started July the 1st, 2007.
2007, so you're
and then we started in
5
January,
years now.
and we were able to take the dollars that we started with our program that we received in October. We didn't get started until January because we were on a extension grant that our current staff is still working on, and through March. But we were from Warren County and Coffee County. We were able to get started with full-time staff in those areas, and.
Beginning when?
January 1st of 2014, this year.
This year, yeah.
This year.
Good. All right. How many of you have you graduated in Warren County? Franklin County, I'm sorry.
In Franklin County. We have served, at this time, somewhere around between 11 and 1,200 individuals.
Wow.
My goal, this last year, we were able to place, of those released from the jail, we were able to place about approximately 76% in employment. If they cooperate with us and they do the things that we have taught them to do, that our instructors have taught them to do, we usually do not have a problem finding jobs for them.
That's kind of remarkable all by itself.
It is remarkable. I'm hoping that we can continue that trend, especially now that they're achieving a skill along with the technology colleges. We're hoping that will continue. We have some placement individuals that are really good in their jobs, and it's a daily contact with those individuals to make sure that they're going to go to work.
Yeah, you have those people. You go out into the community and talk to the business people.
And the business people have been very good to us. Industry has been excellent with us.
Who has? Industries. Okay.
The industries in the communities.
Good. And I think you also have, well, we need to take a short commercial break, folks, and we'll come back and pick it up.
The final countdown has begun on the remaining 2013s at Russell Barnett Kia. With only a few left in inventory, these deals are amazing. Check out this 2013 Kia Sportage, yours today for $21,500 or $349 a month. That's incredible. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So come on down to Russell Barnett Kia and let us show you why we are #1 in customer satisfaction. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
A salute to the never wasters, the coupon clippers, switch flippers, one last drop of milk drippers, the thoughtfully thrifty, and the just plain cheap. Charter respects your economic IQ and honors it with a phone service worthy of your ever-watchful wallet. Charter Phone, just $19.99 a month. For real monthly savings for fabulously frugal folks like you. Switch to Charter Phone and get unlimited local and long distance and 13 calling features with no extra fees like the phone company charges you.
I'm meteorologist Leland Statham from the News Channel 5 Weather Center. Look to Jim Fuller and crew for local news night here on Channel 6.
We're back, folks, and we're talking today about the Mid-Tennessee Rural Reentry Program. That's designed to teach folks who are in jail a skill and to help them develop the ability to deal with the commercial world and to provide jobs for them when they finish, and in the process reduce dramatically the number of them who wind up coming back to jail. And that the success in that is already being established. So, well, tell the folks a little bit. How about what else are you doing besides just teaching the classwork itself? You have the preparation itself to get out into the deal with the commercial world. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, it's really important for our placement people to know the employer base. There are benefits to an employer who will hire an inmate. The Workers' Opportunity Tax Credit is one of those benefits. If that person is classified as a felon, and they're released, of course, from prison or jail, then that benefit is available. It's a cut on their taxes at the end of the year. There's no actually money exchange, it just comes off of their taxes. And there's also some bonding authority that they can receive if they're scared that somebody's going to steal something or tear up something for them. There is a bonding authority. It's important for placement people to really know one-on-one who those employers are. What we're finding, there is a lot of expertise just wasting away in these jails. They're anything from college graduates to individuals that have not graduated. Dr. Locke and I are already working with Miss Elaine Weaver out of Shelbyville to make sure that we're going to be able to make GED a part of their training. Mm-hmm. That has been a vital part of our training in Franklin County. We've had 80-something folks to receive their GED, and a few of them have gone on to higher education. I'm hoping now that with skill building and the relationship that we have with our TCATs, that we're going to even move on to the secondary education even more so, and that more of them will do that. But, and you could, when you talk about placement, when you think of how much they can live on to not revert to drugs, it's hard right now for people to live on minimum wage. And we have to think about their expertise and how can they make enough that they can place food on their table at the same time have transportation to work and have shelter over their heads. So
and that's pretty well dependent on the level of skill they have.
Right, and
yes.
that level of skill comes into play. So we look a lot, we look back, and Miss Donna can talk about this later, and some of the things she's doing and asking her people to look into is looking at their past history and how they can maybe go back to their original jobs. But the industries in our communities, again, have been very good to us. They have found that skill that the individuals have. A lot of them are tired of the life of incarceration, and they're ready to go out and actually give a day's work for a day's pay. If you see in most of the communities, they send inmates out to work in the counties. A lot of the painting, they try to keep our counties clean. Inmates save counties lots and lots of dollars by working while they are incarcerated.
Yeah, we see them around quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
Okay, well, very good. Let's kind of move on a step. Dr. Warren Locks. He is the director of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in McMinnville. Are all of the tech schools renamed in that? Is that what they're all
Yes,
called
sir.
now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, and you're involved with these programs. Tell the folks first. Let's tell the folks a little bit about your school, your college.
Well, first of all, thank you for giving us this opportunity and to share. We're really excited, and I kind of feel like we are part of the fishing team to teach, make available to individuals the opportunity to earn a living. At our particular facility, we have 12 different programs, full-time programs running from automotive to welding, health programs, computer instructional technology, and medical assisting, and various others.
Are you involved in the mechatronics training going on over there?
We have a piece of it. Ours is called industrial maintenance. It's a add-on, it's a component of the mechatronics.
Okay.
But it, not by official name, it is not. But the skill sets are relative.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Okay. Well, it was my opportunity, or I have had the experience coming into, I had over 20-some years in Florida, and working on the inner city and working with the sheriff and the correctional officers and that, and we had offered over 10 programs within their jail, and also we had their support, and a certain population was brought out to our campus every afternoon, and it was a tremendous relationship. And I guess I base all of this on, and I'm so excited to have had the opportunity to hear about Miss Christine's efforts, and to jump on and say, hey, we want to be a part of that.
Tell us a little bit about what your part is.
Well, our part is to be the educational provider. And the TCATs are part of the Tennessee Board of Regents, which is post-secondary and higher education. We sit down, again, it's partnerships and relationships. And we identified through input from business and industry those skill sets that an individual would need to begin or to enter back into the workforce. And after meetings and a follow-up of Christine's past experiences here. We have identified a curriculum of 125 hours in the Microsoft area. And so, in addition to what Don will share with you in the training services, we have worked together and provided computers for the 3 counties. And it's all relationships. And we are operating the curriculums. There's 125 hours of instruction. There's 5 certificates that the inmates may earn while they are enrolled in the classes. And at any time, if completing one, they will be quickly issued one of those 5. And so by the time they complete the program, they may have earned 5 different certificates to take into the workforce.
Oh, that's interesting. With that, folks, we're going to have to, we ran out of time, as we always do. We're going to have to cut this short, but what we thought is that this is sufficiently important to do 2 shows on it. So let's take a short commercial break, and we'll wind up and start another one.
Imagine a world with more birthdays. We strive for it every day. We fight to get people the best access to care and the chance for more parties to plan. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We're back, folks, and we've been talking today about the Mid-Tennessee Rural Reentry Program, which is designed to teach inmates in the jail skills so that they can go back out into the workplace. And we have heard so far from Ms. Christine Hopkins, who handles the 3-county program that we're involved in. And we've heard a bit, and we're going to hear some more from Dr. Warren Laux, who's the head of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in McMinnville. And then we still have to hear from Ms. Donna Baker, who is handling the program at Coffee County. So with that, folks, we're going to have to break, and you come back for the next show.